Not a lot changing. Again, we're not holding the offense back. So I think there's a perception that Trey's more of a runner. We're making him everything in the pass game, whether it be hodge protection, just deep balls, pocket throws. We're making Cam and Nate. If there's anything that implements a little bit more of them being involved with perimeter plays, whether it be run or pass, and because again we got to use all our personnel across the board. We got to make people play the field width and depth, horizontally, vertically. So right now, I mean, again, maybe it's just cause equal rest, but no one's been horrible, and I think they're doing good, and I think they're getting more comfortable not pressing. You know, I mean, trying to make the play, like, check it down, throw it away. Don't worry about, don't worry if it's a freshman. Throw it on time to where it's supposed to be, and if he's not there, don't worry because he doesn't know the play yet. Because sometimes, they'll be out there thinking, okay, now if I don't complete this one, it looks bad, but I'm not sure if this guy knows the route yet, so I'm a little unsure. It's like, hey, see the space, see the time, let it rip, trust your players. Because as you have all these variables, then mentally, they start trying to adjust. Don't adjust. See spaces, see the timing, let it go, and I think they're getting more comfortable just trying to play our offense. So we'll see as we go tomorrow. I think you got a chance to talk to them today. They're all doing well, and no issues. And if he gets down to where we need to play more than, two guys can be redshirted. Don't want to do that, but can. Don't have to play all three. Don't have to play two. But right now, I think all three are capable. Again, we got some more time to go. Sooner the better. But I don't think it's hurting us. I mean, those guys can play. The kids ask other players. They have confidence in them, and we're not going to change the. Only thing we've changed is we're not doing maybe as much as we can offensively because we want our defense to get lined up and get better. So we're kind of slowing our offense, meaning let's just run this play and get really good. And don't get to chapter 8 yet. Let's get really good at chapter 1 and 2 of the offense as we keep moving forward.
How much of that? How much of that pressing is the competition in your mind, and how much is maybe just shaking the rust off once you get pads back on, once you're back in camp?
I asked them. I would say it's the competition because you want to be the guy. They throw all summer and all that deal, but now it's like, I think you get caught up in, was that a touchdown or not? Was that a completion or not? And all of a sudden, again, we rotate so many receivers through there. Sometimes you don't get synced up with the right guy. They all go with each. We start every day. One day, Cam's with the ones. The next day it's Trey. The next day it's Nate. We just rotate it around. They all play with the twos. So they all play with the young guys. But I think it's, just your mind gets in your way. As a golfer, play the flag of the green. No, I can hit it right at the flag. No, play the flag of the green. I mean, so it's just wanting it so bad. So I think they realize our line it can be decent. There's a lot of nice complementary parts, and there's second team complementary parts, tight ends, running backs, receivers. So just get used to playing with the guys and let the offense work for you. I think it's pressing them.
How much more crisp is just work on offense because guys know the offense and you don't have 2/3 of the quarterback just going through things for the first time?
And the O-line. So you've got, you really don't have, we got Chase Alexander, a walk-on, is doing a nice job for us, but you got every lineman back. You got basically every quarterback back. We got Bryce Smith from Downstate is here as a walk-on, but they don't get a lot of reps. So the simple things of just calling a play is easy, and understanding what the defense is doing is a little bit more easy. So that being said, I think our offense could be doing a lot more than we're doing. We are really just trying to work on being a more physical offense, being a little more basic today, and that's to help our defense line up and let's get downhill, get off blocks, and get after the quarterback and rally to the ball.
You talked a lot in the spring about the quarterback, having the quarterbacks play left-handed, about having Trey run less and having Cam and Nate run more. What's been the effect of that? Have you seen those guys get better at the angles that you want them to, at the parts
to some degree, yes, and Dustin, I think it could be a lot better. And that being said, I'm not saying anybody's playing left now. We're just trying to do it all.
Right.
So again, if it's a play action pass, it's like, okay, Trey, get in here because you're a runner. No, sure, Cam, you got it. It's like, hey, this is a deep bomb pass. Hey, Nate, you got the big. No. We're calling our plays. We're not worried about who the players are. We're calling our plays, running the offense, but we're running it, not throwing everything out there yet because we're trying to get good at stuff, physical at stuff, and we're really trying to bring the defense along.
Health-wise, how have you guys come through the first week?
Not bad. A couple of hiccups. I think we'll go through Saturday and see where we're at. Nothing significant. We today did yet last 2 days have been our most situational one-on-one tackling, half tackling, and then full scrimmage tackling. Now we'll go through Saturday and be good to see where we're at. But knock on wood, we're staying pretty. And the time of the year you get the pulls. I think our guys came back in really good shape. And we're doing like over here. They'll come up every practice and they'll roll for 5-10 minutes on those rollers. They'll get in cold tubs. We got massage guys coming in on one a day for top guys to get their legs rubbed out to keep them loose, and they're eating and hydrating good. So we don't have a lot of pulls, and knock on wood, we're staying good.
It
Is
did
it
seem like there
important
was
to
I guess just a.
Is it important to have one quarterback emerge going into the regular season, or can you have a couple of guys?
It would be easier to say, hey, you're the guy and you get all the reps. But the other guys are capable enough that if you get into a hot hand or you want to play two or you actually want to put two on the field, we haven't got to that point yet. We're trying to see if a guy will be one. But I sincerely say we don't have one because no one's playing well. Or we don't have one because we're just trying to be nice. They're actually competing, fighting, and it's healthy. And in the end, I think if we do it right, if we have more than one, we need to make that a positive. And don't let some good play and good talent get in the way. Because a lot of times we didn't have that. So, so it's our job to find out how it works out. It'd be easier to say there's one. But right now, to not sound coach-like, they're all doing well.
Does the fact that they're kind of different?
There were just kind of, I guess, some guys on the sidelines yesterday. You mentioned the injuries not being too big. With Kenny, David Cooper.
Yeah, we
Bernard
get these
Taylor,
little. I don't understand. We get these guys in this day and age. You got concussion deals, so if they got a little bit, you got to hold them out a little bit. But when you had went full go up, we had one guy gets a concussion, you get a mouthpiece in. And they even talk about in the NFL. How many guys in the NFL don't play from mouthpiece? And then you hit, you get back, bang. It's a part of it. So, we've had a couple times. I don't think some guys that came to practice ready to work. And it's minor deals, and it's kind of bad for them because I think there's enough competition. They miss enough practices. It goes by every day. The best thing we got going on right now is there's 3 really young linebackers that are going to be good. And some of those guys watching, those other guys getting play. What's the guy's name? Was it Lou Gehrig or something, right?
Floyd Pitt.
Yeah. When Luke tapped in, you know what I'm saying? There's a couple. I ain't saying we got a Lou, but there's. A couple of these freshmen are pretty good. So when a guy's missing, it's not a good deal. But we got guys aren't missing because of major things, and we just got to get them back. Anything else?
Yeah, just one real quick on quarterbacks. Basically, you talked about the possibility of playing more than one. Is that more appealing because you've got guys that are different? You've got 3 guys that are different styles.
Or hot or cold.
Yeah.
But we are not going to run a completely different offense.
Right.
You can emphasize things. You can't call plays. Okay, this guy's in, call this. If it's time for a zone read, call it. If it's time for a design run, call it. If it's a movement play, throw it. If it's a high pressure pass play, call it. Don't say, okay, he's in, run this play. For this offense to work, we're getting to where we've got some balance in players. The ball should go to a lot of different people. We want a guy to do that, and we want the ball with that quarterback some. And so we won't, again, the playbook is not, we don't have much of a playbook anyway because kids don't read. It's a lot of video stuff, and it's a lot of hands-on. But, we're going to do it all with all of them. And I'm confident that whoever it is, whenever they're out there, and I think our kids, you ask our players, I don't think they care who it is, but I think they believe in all of them. And that's a good deal.
You talked about building up towards Saturday night scrimmage. What are you hoping to get out of that? Is there something you're looking for?
Well, one, with the referees here, a bunch of good tackling. And getting guys on the ground. A physical presence on both lines of scrimmage. And then 3, it's early, not playing perfect, but play fast and hard. If you mess up, let's quit being tentative. So quit worrying about assignments, cut it loose, keep it simple, fly around. And let's see when the lights come on and it's a little bit more real firing, can some of these young freshmen on defense really get in the mix and help us?
How do you feel about one real quick one, Coach? How do you feel about the physicality with the pads on? I know that's a big thing.
It started a little sluggish, but the last couple of days have been good. And the key, like Terry said, how does that transfer into when it really counts? It's one thing to be physical. We always say, like, you hit sleds, all you want sleds, don't hit back. It's really when you get there and you start hitting people and you hit it the right way, hitting face up, you're moving your feet on contact both sides of the ball. So yesterday was really good, this morning really good. Like to see it building. We got 2 good weeks before game week, because I do believe you build it through the year, through camp, and we need to keep building as the season goes. But we're gaining.
Thanks, Coach.